Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Good morning and welcome to Voices at 7, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV on Facebook and on YouTube. This 1 hour 30-minute program, they look at issues them where they happen around the country. No say yourself can be part of the program by way how you can drop with comment our comment section in our Facebook or YouTube, or you can same way to drop a message to the number +232 34225373. And me name na Arnold Felix Elba, one pipe presenter them for this morning edition.
And me na Fatima to say good morning. Now the program today, the Anti-Corruption Commission don't complete the investigation for the project manager and project coordinator for the free quality education na Kailaun district on the female hostel project. Waiting at the outcome of the investigation, the assistant public relations officer at the Anti-Corruption Commission will can give updates on this. Doctor them go on strike if government not meet them, demand them inside the 21-day ultimatum where we expire today Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. And you will hear some independent voice them where they can talk about the main opposition, All People's Congress, APC party, but waiting and think about the activity them as main opposition at the country. This and plenty other interesting story and reports they inside the program this morning. So no go nowhere. Continue for the with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. And don't forget for drop we comment or question now any of we comment section in our Facebook and YouTube channel. The text line is 034 225 The number again is 034 225 The program they continue.
As my colleague Fatima they said, the program they continue. We will look at the first issue inside the program this morning. As my colleague Isabella Stanley began a street, he talked to some salon people and where is concerned, but the blackout where they say that the experience and how either say the light when they give them we not constantly above them business and the pollen property them. Make we waiting and get for see.
It's really stressful without light, of course we all know. Because I can buy so many things like chickens and sausage. You know, one thing we don't do, when the light they come and go, and all that thing and they spoil in our fridge. So including the water all spoil because of the scent of the rain. Yeah, so they spoil really bad. And recently 2 weeks that is still the same back. Even if I get one plasma with the under, where light come, it go off. When it come, it go off. So during this, because of this, the plasma just fire, it well. Yeah. Don the fridge self, look this stabilizer, it pack them off. The fridge back now the same thing. Recently they make them. So all these things they take lights, carry time, they really disturb with. And they make business back there they flow because if customer come, they say he want drink, he wants a cool one. Because now the sun. If customer come, he say he wants water, he wants a cool one. But eventually they know they then go walk out. They go, and all this they disturb business. So me advice to the government, please we want for we make up this thing and let this thing let them fit in and let them work and well. Because we know go there, we just like be like slave. Yeah, because all this waiting our own priorities, we know they get on this part. So we want for talk to President Bio. We have let them adjust that side well, the light side. At least let me say they happy they do the business well.
The light scheme business, the light scheme on our way, lights they go say breaker. See, what they say what time about it so. When I wear them cold, now impossible come by. See, they say pass we walk around back for buy it for computer. Lights the way you go money inside even inside the car and they really affect you. I want the government put more effort at the light business. See, because most of we now this that they get. See, and then they get for give lunch or go school and then we some all the cook so I don't keep freezer how they put we plastic that we keep use for 2-3 days. See, so our government help with that side. May get stagnant light because lights will go calm and they like with television so plasma don't spoil. We like stay go wait take calm. See they spoil some of the electric thing in our house. Then for iron back with small one and their uniform na monitor. Pass security ramp once for go school. Pass we lights kick we can rush now for iron because we see they take them back just now. So, the government puts more effort, our government help with the side, lights, because they get. Now, we're in the cold, now impossible can buy. Because some bad way can charge, setting to one go, you need to buy go that side.
I don't know if in our area, but Mende Church, Leader Street, Susad Disu, the light business is very poor. Now like 15 over 100. Okay. Consequently, very important. And that even makes sense since now in business really good. I'm not one delay my customer, I'm not one disappoint my customer. I make I get backup generator when I two. And at present like don't be calm. But my generator is still there right now. Okay. So the constraints is beaucoup they affect me because like the generator the way I have to buy fuel. For run all the time to take the light from morning. It's like the light in the day for the people they sleep. At times we can't have money in this light as business people. when they take light from morning. Days and papers and 5, 6 o'clock they be light back. So the constituency in Bokute. Okay. If not with the help of this generator set, we never mind the cost, but once I would please my customer, I need to run the generator for let me business the name not well. But let them improve in the electricity factor. Let them improve in it because not of free they get to me. We buy it up. If not me, like women are businessman too. If I get ETSA, I make sure say I give light. If I give light past zero, now I give light because I want more money. Because when I buy, the more I buy it up, the more I get more money. You don't see. So like not to free. So anything if anything they will there for do, a lot of them will get this light they are stable. They will find. So we really come up as startup business people.
Continue to get time, regular time. Because if we don't get time as a youth, the stream for work, surviving, your family, they suffer a lot. Then we get some parents again are also really busy, they survive with them. Have drinks and like ginger beer, other things as well, water. So like if lights not constant, you disturb with surviving. At the current present right now, how the situation not easy. You understand? Then there are domestic things that we use, their food aspects, all sector like that. So please to the government, let me increase the light facility for we.
That have been some salon people but they talk to Isabella Stanley, but the current constraint they face with electricity now the city Freetown. The program, they continue the program where you watch now Voices at 7 and they come to you live on Voices Online TV. Me and Arnold Felix Selma one I presented them this morning. We go straight to the court from that story then a Freetown inside people talk about the challenge and what they face but electricity. Magistrate Santigi Bangu and the Paremba Road court number 2 don't give 200,000 leons bail to one Emmanuel George for where he be tried for fraud one Mohammed Kamara for say he go make he go America. We court reporter Aisha Kab will get more and go now report.
Justice Alhaji Mamoja Stevens will say the Electoral Commission for Salone no go hold by election for the position for the Kenema District Council. This now because of the last chairman Mohammed Amadou Sise will be die August 6 this year. The court will say that the deputy chairperson go take the position as chairperson for the Kenema District Council. As all this they be, Magistrate Santigi Bangu and the Panemba court number 2 don't deny bail to 134-year-old businessman Wena Musa Sewa for where police alert say he murder one Masakoi. Musa Sewa don't deny before the court for answer to one count charge. Wena murder contrary to section 1 of the Offence Against the Persons Act 1861 as repleted and replaced by section 1 subsection 8 to the schedule of the abolition of the Death Penalty Act 2022, Act number 6 of 2022. According to the particulars of offense, Sunday 18 August 2024, na Makne QCell Pole McKinney City inside Bombali, the Northern Province, Musa Sewa be murder Masakoi. Where the court begin and explain the charge to the accused person, in plead but Magistrate Santigi Bangu not be agreed to in plea. Assistant Superintendent of Police, Daila Wellington asked for short adjournment date because the witness not been there in court. The defense counsel, Epijua, where they represent the accused person, plead for bench warrant for making talk with the prosecutor for making hurry up with the case because now very serious matter. Magistrate Santigi Bangu don't send the accused person go remand at the May Correctional Center and adjourn the matter so till 21st October this year. For Voices Online TV, Ina Aisha Kabo the report.
I want to say plenty thank you to Aisha Kabo for where he put that report together. The program we watch now Voices at 7, it comes to you live on Voices Online TV, on Facebook and on YouTube. The program they continue, and as we say earlier, now the headline will get somebody from the Anti-Corruption Commission for can give you updates on the outcome of one investigation wouldn't be do, but accusation will be come out for Seka, the project coordinator, project manager for the free quality education for one hostel with them for Bill now Kainlown. And now the studio this morning I want to welcome Alex Ba, in the Assistant Public Relations Officer now the Anti-Corruption Commission. Good morning, Alex, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Arnold. Thank you so much for having me.
Alex, not all man will get knowledge or aware about the situation on this case what they talk about. So give me a background about this case.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, something we come to your attention through some social media, message or videos, them where they make rounds by somebody we say this project where now World Bank sponsored project for construct a 300-bed female hostels somewhere in a Kailaun, Boawa Chiefdom. Then be alleged say then be of course don't mismanage, don't misappropriate, and be don't embezzle the money and the project, not be come to fruition. So I mean, for us at the ACC, we not only can wait for do intelligence where we get report on matters them, but we always the levy hears then at the ground, and we they follow social media. So things like that we can intervene, and this is one of the things that will be capture your attention. So we'll be doing a very thorough and very speedy investigation into the allegation there, and we'll be able to understand. Basically, say the project be there under the free and quality education program, where was squarely overseen by two individuals. Them when Ambos TCC. In fact, the video will be the make on social media. We particularly reference them. We're in at the program coordinator, and Mohammed Kalon, we're in at the procurement manager.
Okay.
So during the course of investigations, of course, we'll be conducting interviews with the individuals there, but much more people will be concerned with this entire program. We also be able for privy to the contract itself, the entirety of the project, and equally so, we also talk to other personnel then from the government and from the one that we support the program. So at the end of this week, comprehensive investigation here we do, including visiting the sites. We go na Kailan, we dispatch with investigators them. We go there, we look exactly waiting there inside the contract, we look waiting there on the ground, and we able for, at the end of the day, this understand say the project one, we don't complete over 90%, of the 100% we they're supposed to do. Over 90% they don't complete them, and the remaining percentage, then of course still they continue. Then we don't reach out to the World Bank team and the government, officials them, and we don't reach out for readjust some bits of the program, and we're usual in donor-funded projects them. But there were some issues them as well where we identify.
What are some of the issues here we want to identify, want to pick out?
Yes, we identify some issues. Then one, now that even though the project we don't complete for over 90% and they're still there on them, but we get some hindrance along the way. The donor then beget some grave concern. They were appalled by some reports them of gender-based violence, because the project in itself now hostel facility for girls under the free quality education, where young girls then where they go school within a hard to reach communities now Kailan go able for candy and able for access somewhere easy and convenient for they study and do them beats and able for access education. But then we are appalled, the donors, then by the, reports them of gender-based violence. So, as far as they're concerned, completing the project and providing accommodation for the young girls there is a priority. But waiting paramount now for protect them against gender-based violence. So then look at and say, if at all, then go ahead with waiting really now the overarching aim of the program, to provide accommodation for them. It will expose them to risk of gender-based violence where they non report within the educational sector. So then there was a really serious concern. So then talk to the government through the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education that's need for alternative use of the hostel facilities. instead of the actual purpose where them be get for them. So we undercover that, but we also as a commission we decide to engage the ministry. We also inform the president, His Excellency, and for able to see how best we go put more effort for address the issues than like this.
Okay. So waiting at in all this investigation, waiting to come out with, waiting to put on a report say that this we finally find out, and waiting if corruption involved or corruption involved in all of this.
Yes, like how they say, with the entirety of the investigation, as much as we commend the whistleblower, we come out and draw our attention to the program day, but we realize say there is nothing really way there about the project. We know there is no hindrance, there is no corruption issues in the entirety of the program. The project was implemented, waiting exactly then a document. We go there, we see the hostels, then we get a U shape of the different buildings. Then they don't do some installations. Then
so this investigation will conduct so it cleared individual them of any corrupt practice.
No, of course they clear them. There is nothing really where go wrong in the entire program. They don't implement them for over 80%. In fact, they're supposed to present another report to the World Bank and other partners them by the end of this October 31st. So, and they do not partners them really as far as the implementation of the program concerned. Then not get no issue, save for the GBV report will make them appalled and decide for an alternative use. But the entirety of the program don't they go on seamlessly.
Okay. The program we watch now Voices at 7. It come to you live on Voices Online TV, on Facebook and on YouTube. Continue to be part of the program. You can drop with comments now with Facebook page or with YouTube channel on the issue where we discuss at the moment. Come back to you, Alex. This raised so much noise, so much question in all of this. When I don't come out see the people in clear, no corrupt practice was involved. So waiting next for the ACC in all of this, or I don't close this matter completely.
Yes, basically we always, when we get reports, we of course do thorough investigations, and this is now one where we do. We of course find out say no project funds were mismanaged, everything was properly utilized. So I mean that's alone of course don't give it the satisfaction, and we don't conclude the matter.
So how long the period, the time frame, the duration I use for do this investigation?
Yes, we take a few months, and we are very speedy though in investigating this. We take barely a couple of months or so, visiting the site, interviewing the individuals then from the free and quality education, as we interview individuals then at the ministry, we interview some of the partners then. But again, like I mentioned, we not just limit we work to waiting really we investigate, but waiting also we uncover the issue where appalled the donor partners that we at the GBV. We also extend or go beyond, a little beyond waiting normally we can do for engage the Excellency the President, where in now I'm posting where he get passion for support the human capital development, reason why we launched the free and quality education as a flagship program. This now concern where donor partners and no raise, and that's not even an issue we don't impede the seamless implementation of the project like this in a way that then decide for find an alternative use of waiting and really be done build for a defined purpose. So we need for do more for address issues and like this. So we not go encounter some of the challenges there in the future. So basically, that be encompass the entirety of investigations
so
where we don't complete.
Going forward, waiting this mean for the individual, because for most people, when the story first come out, they consider say, then people are doing embezzle money. So waiting this mean for them, like if una get forgive the entity for proof say this case it become up, but the ACC be certified say no corruption not take place, embezzlement not take place.
No, I mean, when you're a public officer, you should be accountable. People would have to question you. You should be there and be open to answer questions. If there are allegations that Mr. Elba, for do this, do this here and there and all, they receive the allegations and they in good faith, and they investigate dispassionately. We not the persecute. Yeah, so if they don't make an allegation against an individual, we roll as a professional, intelligent, and investigative-led outfit, and for investigate that matter, they fiercely, but of course fairly, for able to determine actually the veracity of the allegation they are waiting really happen. So this was one of then in circumstances, and they will get other matters. Then sometimes if we get allegations, they will investigate. If we get compelling reasons for belief saying investigations are proven true, of course we can get to punitive actions then. But this now one we do a thorough investigation. So we visit the site, we go to Kailan, we go to Luawa.
2% of corruption self will not find out in all this matter.
No. All the funds were effectively utilized. In fact, in between the implementation of the program, then we get some evaluation. Donor projects them, they're not just the implementer one go. Then get different phases. Then when they come back and look, waiting at the progress, if at all. The one day when they in charge, they follow them strict to sense. So if at all there are any anomalies, them. So then we do all of them midterm, or then quarterly evaluation there. So we uncover and we realize, say, no hindrance. The funds were all utilized judiciously. The funds were not mismanaged. We go and we go see the buildings then. We see even the installations then at the building. The building, they don't paint the buildings then. They don't install doors, windows, some, pipes then. They don't do some plumbing. 90% or more of the building really don't complete. And the project timeline still there. And then still they continue to implement. Like I even mentioned, we understand even that by the end of this month, the 31st, then for even meet with the donor partners them. So the project they go on seamlessly.
Okay. In name now Alex Ba, Assistant Public Relations Officer now the Anti-Corruption Commission. The program we watch now Voices at 7, it come to you live on Voices Online TV. Alex, there they talk about the investigation with the anti-corruption just don't conclude. Also, they clear 2 people of corruption charges because allegation they see corruption take place. And one project for build female hostel in Kailan. The program we watch, and we will get for go online. Also, we'll talk to a civil society activist, somebody who on the push for late democracy go before concerning these international moral guarantors, the meetings that we don't get with the government, with the opposition party, with civil society and other people. The program, we watch now Voices at 7, in the program they continue.
And don't forget to drop a comment or question to the number 034225373. The number again is 034225373, or you do so na any of the comment section then our Facebook and we YouTube channel. We will continue with the program as we still wait for we online guest for come respond to the main opposition All People's Congress, their activity. But for now, we come back to the studio guest now the studio this morning as we still get Alex Ba, we are the Assistant Public Relations Officer and the Anti-Corruption Commission. And they also this morning they give you updates on waiting them pull from investigation where they do in Kailan district with regards allegation where they get against the project coordinator and project manager for the free quality school education in Kailan district. Alex, so far what will be the cooperation of people in where we talk to, because in investigation like there were so at times we can see usai it is difficult to get people in. How it be like overall the process?
No, we not be get any hindrance for get individuals and concern for respond to we. We get so much power as a commission when we investigate people. We say they germane to investigations. Then we just summon them, and this particular one here then no issue. We talk to the company we award the project with a unique, construction company. We talk to the staff them from the free quality education, secretariat also, including, of course, the two individuals where the one then gets a primary role for oversee the implementation of the program, and they were very responsive and very supportive. We talked to all our partners then, including also way and beyond the scope of investigations. We, like I say, engage other high-level stakeholders them for resolve the issue, where we understand, say, make the donor partners then dissatisfied. So they were very cooperative. NIMEC will be very speedy in investigations. We visit the site and waiting we get from them in tandem with waiting then at the report and waiting then at the project. We go, we see, say, everything there in place. The project much or a greater part of them don't complete. The dormitories, facilities, them, other amenities, them, they in place. And in a whole, they were very cooperative.
Okay.
Yes.
So the what we get for do it, the challenge when they get for use the hostel for the intended purpose, how una able for go about that one day? I mean, whatever it get for be una you plan for system una able for move into and see how una will get things done with the ministry and other relevant people.
Yes, like I state, the donor partners then, the intention and the spirit behind even the funding of this program, now for able for support the free and quality education program, particularly the education of young women, female young girls, were very paramount. And so now in that spirit then we expend the huge resources there. We're now up to 4.47 or so billion leons. But the priority now for push the education forward, push female education, but they're also concerned about the reports and the way that we don't get way for address the reports and for protect the well-being of young girls them against risk of gender-based violence them something very paramount to them. So now then they make them decide say they're not going to continue in terms of providing them platform. They will go expose them ladies there to risk. So being that the project is done complete, almost complete, large part of over 90% done complete, they engage the government and authorities them that they need for an alternative use. The project was really meant for female. It was a female hostel, but let them feel other use of them because they're not going to be part of something we go expose ladies then to risk, being that there are some damning reports them of gender-based violence. So now we rightfully also engage the authorities them, some high-level authorities them, they play a huge role in addressing issues then like this for let them do much more than they do already, and we also resound then concerns there where they don't know express to them for let for address the issues then like this, because not just for this program for other subsequent programs them as well we want to do for able for address or able for provide opportunities then like this for aid the acquiring of education for young girls them. So now within that spirit there, at the end of the investigations, we engage the high-level partners there for address the issues in them.
All right. Continue further with me. The program is still watch now Voices at 7 a.m. where we come to you live now Voices online TV, Facebook page, and we YouTube channel. The number where they drop with comments or questions to na 034-225-373. The number again is 034-225-373. We will continue the program and we will now go and take we last report from day we will come to we online guest as they stand by now for talk to we this morning. According to the briefing, also then talk with journalists yesterday, Monday 21st October 2024. Doctor then don't say them will go on strike if government no meet them demand them inside the 21-day ultimatum where will expire till the Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. We own Arnold Felix Elba. been they part of this press briefing and put this report together.
We call this press conference for inform the public through the media of an impending strike action sit down with the SLM they plan for to do on Wednesday if the conditions we will ask for from the Ministry of Health not be met. So a background is about fuel allocation for doctors. Over the past 2 years and in 2022 they signed an MOU between the association and the ministry about how doctors are going to get a fuel when an entitlement of 45 liters a week. So we know some places they get fuel every week, every month. But because of the large number and because of all the processes we can take, doctors and they get a fuel while quarter. It's okay. But for the past 1 year, the year they don't will not get fuel. Even in this year, in March or so, now we get the last 2 quarters for last year allocation. So this year, they took the first 2 quarters up to the end of July. Will not even get it. Not even September they get a fuel, and after a lot of tussle. So we come about say, like the letter to the Ministry of Health say, would they give them 21 days ultimatum, let them pay with 2 quarters, then here we sit down, we arrange the going forward, how we go be permanent, because not to alter what they can run after them for fear. As we talk about the press conference, it takes so much time from the association. We're not able to do better thing as executive because every day the members are agitated about the entitlement and it is their right.
So what this mean for the doctor always get something in mind in terms of taking care of the patient?
Because it affects the way people that they can't work, people that are single parents, some people are married and get families, kids they will take care of. And mind you, by the time they get the fuel, would already work on. So that means say they don't buy fuel, car was not transport and they take whatever method they don't use them. So it affects their state of mind. And if the doctors are not stable, wake calm, it affects patients. This is about life and death, making critical decisions for people in healthcare. So we need to be stable, and we association too big for every 3 months we run after for fuel, which is our entitlement. So the second part of the MOU, when important is now we get a settlement about this so that it will permanent.
So all these 21 days we don't give them. When these 21 days they expire,
and they don't tomorrow midnight. They don't Tuesday, 22nd October midnight.
And
so come Wednesday.
If government not take action towards one demand,
we'll start a sit-down strike on Wednesday. The reason we don't drag all this, it don't start from January, this is October. Because we remember the patients then, but eventually, if we not do something, and the patients then will suffer. Because we will come to work, we're not in the right frame of mind, we will make mistakes, we will cost lives. We don't want to get to that point today because people then, some man will make mistakes, and they're doing off in family. We don't want to get to that point. And we have been so realistic, we've been so fair, we've been so patient with the ministry. We don't even ask, say, after the 1 quarter, will they allow 30 days for pass? After that 30 days, will they still get another 21 days? What is more considerate than that?
Okay, so in all of this, not for just the fair on the 1 call strike for, but when I get memorandum of understanding, when I forget an agreement, our government for you on a fair, we no want this delay.
Yes.
So the bulk of it, now the delay we no want.
Now the delay we no want. Okay. Now the bulk. So we don't put that out. The minister don't ask, okay, in a send what in our want. We don't send say, now this we want. There has been no report back, which I think is unfair. If we not talk price, we go negotiate. We say, okay, we'll give 30 days. We say, okay, we're not going to meet 30 days. We'll give these days. Eventually, we'll go come to an agreement. But the word is we have been busted as an association, and people then feel disrespected, which is understandable. If I say, okay, now this me want, you go back and say, okay, well, we're not able to provide this one and this, no, get an agreement. Let's say the association.
So in all of this, what somebody response from the government, especially the Minister of Health and Sanitation?
So the Minister of Health, after the payment of the first and second quarter, they assume say everything don't settle. If we tell them in the beginning, say the most important point for them to them now this memorandum of understanding for review. Important past the first and second quarter we then give me because then they don't give it's okay, but going forward, what is the future? How every 3 months will they run after fear? Executive not able to do nothing, the membership not able to do nothing. Will they run after fear? If they loom over our head like some dark cloud. We want a permanent solution. So that is the main thing.
So if nothing
happen by midnight tomorrow, we don't drag. You see with president, he get patience. People have been silent. We don't be at from January. This is October. We don't get first and second quarter. It's okay. And the good thing is, we don't say that they for start immediately. We're even reasonable for say, okay, this year they done. Come 2025, going forward, now so we go one time. No, we negotiate and talk price. We don't even get that audience there and get that feedback there, which I think is disrespectful to the association of this kind of major degree in the country.
That's Dr. Jaden George, the Public Relations Officer for the Medical and Dental Association, Salon. The program will continue, and you watch Voices at 7 program on Voices Online TV. And now we'll go on the line as we get somebody who don't push for democracy, don't talk in issues that we get to do with governance and democracy now the country, and don't work as an advocate for democracy. On the line I'll get Muhammad Alhaji Warise. Good morning, Mr. Warise. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, and thank you very much.
Okay. I will hand over you to Fatima. We will start the conversation this morning.
All right. Good morning and welcome again, Mr. Warise. What we sent to you yesterday, today we talk about the main opposition, APC, the activity with regards current opposition at the country. So first of all, as somebody we don't say in advocating for democracy in a salon and how things then be done they go, what do you think about the current main opposition in activity in the country?
Thank you very much. And I have to say thanks to people who already listen to me now Radio Land. And for me, Fatima and Jonah Radio, this now the worst way it don't get ever since we restored democracy in 1996. This now the worst way we don't see malfeasance within governance. We don't see lack of concern, lack of care for the people of Sierra Leone. This is not the worst way. I hope say this is not the worst way we'll ever get, because for we will monitor, we will follow governance in Sierra Leone. We get a sense that there is no opposition. There is no genuine opposition. There is no real opposition for hold the government to account. And wherever you get the situation there, it clearly tell you say democracy depends steadily decline. Democracy depends decline in a sense that if the government dysfunctional, and then you not get opposition where they come after them, where they hold them to their words, where they hold them to their activities and their actions. Trust me, we are declining. We are steadily declining in democracy.
Okay, make a kind service that I say. Talking about having a countryside democracy to operate, what do you mean for a country get a strong opposition party?
That's a very important question. The reason we make you get an opposition is because the fact that democracy now a competition. Democracy now like when they put cake on the table, they say when I take them, we always get the bigger part, make it shape this cake here so that all man will get. But if somebody did at the table way bigger and stronger, that's all the other people at the table, he take this cake, then somebody not at the other side of the table for criticize them, that particular cake here, not to just say in one will eat them, not to just say in one will eat them, then they get people around the table not will enjoy anything. It will eat them to the fact say, you eat them to the fact say, you know consider which the people would think when you just take this cake by himself, he eat them. So if we compare that to the situation at Sierra Leone, at this point, not to just say the person take the cake, he eat them. The one on the other side, they allow them for let you take the cake, they allow them for let you eat the cake, they allow them for let you do anything they get for do with the cake, they allow them for let you share the cake whenever you feel for sharing. So in a competition, somebody go there with the hold your hand, somebody go there with the look you much, somebody go there with the look how you the channel, somebody go there with the record their events there and they tell people there and they talk to people there. The fact now that if you are the opposition like a democracy, it's a facade. It's never a democracy. Okay. The opposition is supposed to hold the government to account every time along the way, to everything whether they do. That way the citizens them will benefit from governance. That way we don't get this kind of level of governance mafia as they get. That way we don't get this kind of level of corruption. Look at the situation at Sierra Leone. Almost every week the president they travel. Every they travel, they bring them, they carry the cargo, and we don't put the cost them together. And you see a lot of people in the salon they put the cost of the president in flying out of Sierra Leone because it is not cheap. Always in the travel, you get an entourage. If in the travel, in left the travel, in family of travel, you get an entourage with the cost the country billions of leos almost every week. And the opposition is not even talking about that. The opposition is not even mentioning anything about that. So this is just one example. Okay. What will happen? The government will waste resources unnecessarily.
Okay. Talking about opposition, you get other opposition parties then, because we know say APC now the big opposition party currently. You get other political parties then we still the operate as opposition. So in all of this, what you think about their own function in holding a government into account?
I don't describe the current APC, especially the executive and the Madabio-led government. I don't describe them as two parties, one government. Okay. They are one and the same. There is no difference between the SFP Madabio government and the current APC executive.
What do you mean by that?
Because of the fact that everybody don't realize, everybody don't campus say they are in bed. Forget about what you see and hear the public. Will not ever get the situation as Sierra Leone without a political party. They call police, the very police where they know say don't brutalize them, the very police where they know say don't kill the people them, the very police where they know say don't destroy most of them, the new members them, for call that police they upon them people them, where they peacefully assemble for hear out their voice, for say what in feel for say, or for put in the simplest form, for welcome strangers them where they come at the APC party office. For me, I think so that it will be a joyful moment. But because this particular party wants this government for continue for perpetuate themselves illegally in power, so what they do? They call the police. And then when it's go this bad, what will happen? What you see? You see them begin exchange words, then begin exchange letters. So that for me, I tell the people of Sierra Leone, say, don't mind these people, not listen and not follow what you see as if then get a rancor or then get indifference. There is no indifference, there is no rancor. Then they do it for public show, for let the public feel say something the way wrong with them. And for me, I think it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs, and it's very, very bad for the people of Sierra Leone.
I go describe, since you don't make mention of I go describe this action of the APC, inviting the police, now criticizing the police, trying for blaming the government, where the police they try for do their work.
Which is why the police come out and tell them, say, no, now when I invite we, now in our office, for say, when you support us, they want to disturb. Now, una come and deny, say, these people are going to arrest, not una people them. Now, una not ever, throughout this agreement for national unity, not ever send letter to government or ask the police about people that we detain now we office them. So what you una mention the agreement for national unity for. Now una allowing for the arrest, then fake arrest them. who we make around the country. Now, what you they tell me about government interference in the job. So, what you them do now? Now for fool me and you. Now for fool the people away, not understand what's in the happen. Or fool the people away, we less informed. But we will understand what's in the happen within government. We will understand what's in the happen within the opposition. Trust me, it's just fake. It's just now it's man called a charade. When just creates something for let the people that feel say, oh, now there is opposition. We all see what happen when the foreigners them or the international mediators them, they kind of scenario, they ask the APC party simple question. Throughout these talks, throughout this peace negotiation, throughout this unity agreement, when I give you evidence of one letter, when I send for ask for una people there for ask for political cases there, where they na court and this and that, they could not produce a single. So I mean that shame, you understand? That shame there, that particular embarrassment, now they try to save their face from. But already a lot of APC stalwarts them, a lot of APC senior members them, including Sylvanus Kuruma, we don't come out, and other people that we don't come out and they call out the executive. Now, in fact, people have then begin call this particular executive for conduct an early convention and resign because they are not opposing. They are in bed with government, and it's dangerous for our democracy. It's dangerous for the people of Sierra Leone.
All right. The other day we host Abubakar Dayami from the All People's Congress APC party. Any arguments now that they're not able to function fully as an opposition because according to it's a government not involve them into their activity?
Because they don't compromise. What's a government for involve you? Now you demand. That's not the word we will forget. You forget, say, we've been getting people like Tambasam, we've been getting people like JJ, we've been the whole government to account in the past. We're going to radio, government they listen, government they tremble. But now it's not there. They're not there. They're no to be found.
So by then you declare for say
not care.
Mr. Walse, so by then you declare for say SLPP now be serious opposition to APC.
Of course. Madam Ekateri said this is the first time we get this situation. Don't forget, since we restored democracy in 1996, we've never had a situation where the opposition, the SIDOM, then young candidate, we don't win election. They look at them, say, no, we don't want to a candidate. We don't want to presidential candidate. We don't want that this government for stay, that this government for continue, that this government for persist. We don't want to young presidential candidate for the simple fact, say, it not serve with interest. So what do? We allow Mother Bio in illegal government for continue for stay and perpetuate themselves in power against that make them go and decide for invite police against their people. So the point we don't reach now point usai they don't come for let the people there na Sierra Leone no say they are not serving the opposition people their interest, they are serving Mother Bio interest. Now it come out. But we, before the elections, we don't pick them out. We don't see the complete neglect of the people that serve the people from parliament. From parliament. Not to just say them take the speakership, now the opposition in hand, they not do nothing. They remove 10 of the members then. Right there, we begin to investigate this particular government, this particular system. We come for conclude, say they don't sell out because there are more than 101 political actions where you take, where a government no say you don't win election, you don't win an election, you don't win the speakership the election, then the government can pull you speakership in your hand, that remove 10 members in your hand, and then you don't worry about them. You make as if it is normal. This government are just like, come on, who does that? Nobody, no parts in the world will not ever say this kind of thing happen except in Sierra Leone. And then you take that opposition very seriously. They're not stopped from the opposition ever since Mother Bio win in 2018. They never become opposition. We not see them. We not hear them. Nobody not feel them.
So what do you think? Say
compromise.
So what do you think? Say the APC and all other opposition parties they're supposed for they do, acting as a proper opposition party to the government?
Nobody no need for teach them. That one, my brother. Nobody no need for teach the opposition the role. Nobody no need for teach them the responsibility.
But you think
no need for tell them say.
You think the environment friendly for the opposition be critical of the government, or you get a critical voice of the government without repercussion?
Was it friendly? Was it friendly during Anes by command time? Was it friendly during Tijakaba time? No, that the same system now continue. Now because of the kind agreement, I want to understand this. Now because of the kind agreement we don't get before now.
So why
ever since?
So why they blame all this?
Now because of that kind agreement we don't get, that make you see and say they are not functioning.
You get evidence for
proof.
Mr. Why say
look at just one of the political action we then take for walk out of parliament. Look at just that one political action we then take. Look at how far it went. Even though most of them we know say we know almost within 2 months we know almost ready for give up and go back to parliament.
Okay.
But yet still have just that one political action can bring almost the government to their feet.
Okay. You get
evidence for tell the APC.
You get evidence for
saying ready.
You get evidence for proof saying
we are ready to approve.
Okay, Mr. Wasila, can I say quickly? You get evidence for proof say the leadership of APC they in bed with the current government.
Their action is definitely their actions. You don't need you don't need tangible written evidence. You will never find it. But the fact now that when you compromise, like you action and people they watch and see say you don't compromise. If I win election, they say no, I'm not worried. No, just go ahead. No, just move on. No, just go ahead. We're not worried about this particular election. We don't lose her. We don't lose her. Don't forget about it. And even though you people in the cry say we want for make sure say we are fed for a vote because we have been telling you say we are the fed for a vote. We have been telling you say we are not ever compromise the vote. But yet we are not ready for whole lot governments to their foot for the people there. We grab and cry and not sleep for now or go vote. Trust me, you don't need evidence. You don't need no evidence more than that.
Okay.
For tell you say this opposition don't compromise. Come on, don't agree on this particular thing. If me not be the opposition leader or the chairman of the party, if I genuine to the people of the APC, stand there against we follow we do members registration, which is well and good. What will they do? Now with the split yourself, we get a team with the go now for go register with people then, but at the same time with people there for genuinely see and we face, therefore genuinely see and we act for say we at the same time be fight for electoral justice. Now we do them here simultaneously so that we will bring come at the end of the day the best thing. But no, here is a situation where the ruling party chairman don't tell you say we will never hand over power to these crazy people, to these mad people. But yet the chairman of the opposition could not have not said a word counter that particular statement. He has not said a word for saying that this will do for ensuring. In fact, the chairman, when people they talk about 84 recommendations, in come out, now public and team up and talk say they don't know about 84, now 80 they know, and at 80 they need to give them electoral justice. Come on.
Okay. One thing
evidence to say
make I
been compromised.
Make I go by in word. Now they make this statement. Now the party headquarters will say the APC no will ever fall in the trap again of the trap what they said to he consider the tripartite as trap, and the party no will ever fall. What you ask, possibly don't follow democracy, you don't work on democratic issues. Then what you think about this kind of statement?
It's very dangerous because the tripartites are an agreement where they bring about unity and an agreement where they bring about justice for the people and where they don't violate during and throughout the elections. The tripartites get plenty things, including that area where they talk about resolution 4, where they talk about how therefore stop for the political detention, political harassment, and make sure say they put all politically motivated cases in na court. For example, which one are one politically motivated cases in the Dr. Samora Kamara in case. We all know say the corruption case where they bring against her, they not show no evidence, but because he is a political opponent. Dr. Samora Kamara stop for talk about the election today. Madam, you drop that election, that case today because you know get no evidence. It will just make it easy for them. But the APC as a party, ever come out and do what in the resolution for say for do against government or towards government for make sure say Madam, you remove that particular case in a court. Look at the detainees. Then APC produced a list of 300. APC know the people that better than me and you. They produce a list of 318 people the way they say they live behind us around the country. The SFP come and say, oh no, now 15 we get. In fact, that 15 itself, the APC not ever come back again. This is the chief minister. They not ever come back again for talk to we about how they're waiting for do with the 15 people there. Come on. You wait for evidence. No, you need to wait for evidence again. The tripartite now document where them bring, where them put in place, not just for ensure national unity, but for ensure justice. So if you say no, I need to talk about justice, I need to talk about electoral justice, the only people that will not kill, where they don't destroy, that means that you be not compromised with this party, you be not compromised with this government, that makes you not want them talk about them particular violence, them particular crime, them particular atrocities that will commit around the elections.
Okay.
Trust me, there's more.
With all this oil you don't talk so,
there's more.
Mr. I say, with all what you don't talk so, you don't think say they set up the grassroots of APC against the leadership?
The grassroots understand it because they're the people that they talk about.
Okay.
Because this now the woman, the white boy, these are all grassroots. So the people that understand this better, and the people not ready for take cutlass, they're not ready for take guns, they're not ready for go in a bush. What did they say? We want for air out. We want for say with frustration. We want for show the world say we are not happy. We want for demonstrate. We want for protest. Yeah, when I know we don't go to our office that day. Then we go through the international community say we dey cry for electoral justice. We have to welcome them. We dey call for electoral justice. Then you say no, you bring police come upon them. If the people then be get to that point side, they say we go take cutlass, we go take stone, we can't stone. But we all watch that day. One of the journalists that have been none of these people had stones or guns or chests. None of them. They had nothing we get for with weapon. They can converge peacefully. But now you come back and can talk say, oh, the government they interfere for pandemic. Come on. And at the same time, this spokesman for the party, they don't go on radio and don't go denounce the people as a fact say they are not the APC supporters. They are not supporters of the APC. This is dangerous. What you do, you endanger peaceful citizens, who are supporters, you endanger their lives. You put on a public say you not care about them. So for me, there is no difference here between the Madabio government and the SFP government. Sorry, and the APC executive. There is no difference. They are one and the same. It's two parties, one government. They understand what they do not hear you. But we didn't doubt.
All right, thank you so much for taking time for joining me at the program this morning. In name na Mohamed Alhaji Mohamed Warise, and in one strong civil society activist, we don't advocate for democracy in a saloon. Thank you so much for taking time and joining me. The program we still watching our Voices at 7 a.m. where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. We will continue with the program and we will can read a message then just now. But for now, make we go back to we guest and from there we will come back and take some text message.
Alex, we know so don't let you out for a very long time. Would engage Mr. Warise. Now we'll come back to this case. What's now the lesson we wanna learn? What people will take out from this? What people will learn from all this? When you implement projects of that kind of nature? Then?
Yes, of course. Then kind programs they are generally then them broad into small projects. Them these are massive projects. Them and so definitely there are accountability questions that we can come. And we will always be open to that, like I state, as government or public officials. Them we will always be open to some of them scrutinies. There are public scrutinies and accountability calls them. But again, this for also make public officials them maybe be mindful when they implement programs then, that should you deviate at any point from going strict to censor to waiting the implementation guide and manual and say when accountability call come, if we investigate and we find anything we point to the fact that you either by way of action or by way of omission, definitely you will face the full force of the law. So this in itself is something we public officers then for look at and learn from. Should these individuals had deviated at any point, definitely they for them face the stiff sanctions then. But we always for be mindful, because government programs then, when you are put in charge for implement them, it's a huge responsibility. And then programs they are there for the ordinary people, for the citizens of Sierra Leone. So you have to be very considerate in implementing them. And now that we don't do as a commission for follow government funds, specifically, for example, even the World Bank sponsored social safety net, where one of the primary reasons they were in fact they give them continued confidence because the ACC they part of them, so they get huge confidence and trust in we. So this in itself now something different, but it's still a World Bank donor funded program, and we always, when there are need, when there are questions, when there are allegations, we always they come in, we do investigation, because we expect people in way they in charge, government officials then, for always ensure say then conduct themselves in a manner where defined by integrity, by transparency, and of course by accountability.
Okay. We will take some text message and quick and come back to the studio guest. We get this first one from Jaka from Kailaun. They say, what are the punishments for the two culprits? And this other one, they say, please tell us the current status of this building project, because it has been a while. The other one, we don't come inside the program, the same. It's good for the Anti-Corruption Commission to keep the public constantly updated on corruption allegations and also those found guilty. Please share the reports. Where can I get the reports? They come out from Dauda. This other one, we don't come inside the program, they say doctors going on strike again. The issue of strike action is becoming so much. Teachers recently and now doctors. These two people always go on strike, but the strike will go nowhere. Learn to arrange yourself well. Do proper planning or arrangement with the government, and then the issue of strike will be none of your concern long term. This other one, we don't come inside the program, they say, why should we always have doctors going on strike? This is very unreal, and governments need to arrange them as quick as possible. The issue of fuel or subsidy or the issue of fuel is no longer a new thing. They've been crying for it for the past years. This other one, we don't come inside the program. I repeat the one that we will for respond to. The other way don't come inside the program on the ACC. Find this from Kailaun. They say the hostels is for students in Kailaun district, and also those that want to attend the new university in the district. Please explain further, why is it that they should no longer use that particular hostel? The construction is a massive one, and we are all waiting to get access to these hostels. The last one way I would take from the inbox is saying, thank you so much for your investigation and keep watching the project. Okay, then that's some of the text message them, and we then ask Alex for response.
Yes, thank you so much to the texters them we done they follow the program. It shows how much interest they get in issues then like this. But I will respond to the texters and way I don't know all of them messages. Then the very first one, they say why what are the punishments for the two culprits. Basically, we not get any culprit from this. We get people in where allegations be pointed at, but we investigate and we able to uncover and understand, say, then not get any wrongdoing in the entirety of the program. Then go by, the rules and guidelines and regulations, and there is basically nothing dubious will happen in the program. So there are no culprits, so which means there are no punishments for them. Somebody they asked also written at the current status of the project. The project in current status now that it don't complete up to 90%. The buildings there, U-shaped building. The dormitories them, they don't even put facilities them, they don't fix doors, they don't fix window, the ceilings are in place, they don't do some plumbings and every other thing where we evaluation make we understand say it don't reach up to 90% because we dispatched a team of investigators there. We do an on-site monitoring and go on the site and then evaluate and then look keenly, they look within at the documents and they're able to make that determination there. But the project still they go on and then still they work towards reaching that completion phase. Some of these they commend we for the good work, for keep the public constantly updated. It has say they'll keep the public constantly updated on allegations then. And the one that we found guilty, yes, we always, every now and then, they keep the public up to speed with the work we do. They pull press release on issues that would investigate, and like this one, when we don't conclude investigations, we also don't come out to the public. So, and that's in fact something where very critical, and it take a very central space in the work we do, public education. Because the public have to be carried along in the way we do, and we are transparent in we work, and we also open to public scrutiny as a commission. So now that's we always
one comment you may get.
Yes.
They ask say when last ACC convict person of corruption in this country.
When was the last time? We don't get a couple of convictions in the past few months. We get the former finance officer of the Eastern Technical University, where we made for understand say he embezzled the fees of several students them, and we get the matter charged to court, and at the end of the day the individual was of course convicted. He paid the fine in full. He paid also restitution, where additionally to the fine we pay, we cover the full amount for man. And of course, we redirect another consolidated revenue fund.
Restitution means extra money we pay.
So, if you are being accused that you embezzled 70 million euros, for example.
Alex, no plan per English.
Yes, you thief 70 million euros when a government fund. That money they when they find you guilty, that money they will pay back. Yeah, that is what we refer to as restitution. And then the fine, because for each count charge, corruption count charge that you are found guilty, they either pay a fine of not less than 50,000 leons, or you serve a jail term of not less than 5 years, or both jail term and fine as the case may be. So you could be found guilty, you pay the fine, and you pay the restitution again when at the amount where they allege say you thief, where then find you guilty saying indeed you thief. So in fact now one of the things then we very critical, we don't support, we work hugely in matters that they send a court, and the huge conviction rate we don't they get over the years, over 90%. We before this time, waiting be they happen if you then accuse you say you thief 70 million leons or 100 million leons, and then find you guilty. Waiting can happen, then can just impose the fine, and then the fine will be very meager, it'll be very minimal. They impose the fine on you, and that's how you work out scot-free. But when we make a mandatory, what we call mandatory restitution, if you thief 1 billion leons and the court find you guilty, you pay that 1 billion leons in full, in addition to any fine with the court impose. So that's now mandatory. We make a now mandatory pauper
before pay restitution.
Okay.
And before you know, the Francis Benke file attempt na ICC, before we go Parliament in 2019, some of them things and they really not be the loopholes then will be there in the fight against corruption. So we done the record and we done the keep the public up to speed, and just a few months a month or so back, and we get several of those matters. But like we always they say, why when we reforms them in 2019, we decide for put an alternative when at the non-conviction recovery model. Now, because we know that there are challenges then within the judiciary, where we all understand. So we equally put Section 89 of the amendment that we get the powers now as a commission for choose for go na courts or for choose for do non-conviction recovery model. Because as I tell you, as I talk to you now, we get about 12 cases then within a court. For the past month or year, some of them cases then they don't done everything. Waiting we need now na for let them hand a judgment, and we still not get a judgment into them matter then they.
So what will be the delay now up to now?
Yes, they continue to engage the judiciary. Then of course can talk about some constraints. Then we also can get some of them are understandable, but some of them they continue to engage because it is slow. We work with it as a commission. We keep sending matters to court, and we get clog of cases then within a court, and we get about 30-something or so cases then. We then still they go through the normal court process away from the over 11 or so. We then don't then follow the hand down judgment. So those are the challenges then we will face as a commission, and that is why for navigating challenges there, we decide say we get an alternative. They look if this person here like that money will recover from the individuals in Ministry of Finance, Accounting General's Department, and SLRA. We look at them alleged for embezzle about 8.6 billion leons. Let us send the matter in a court. Some matters then of their nature then they take years before they're able to complete because they are complex, and the court processes them. You know, you need a bend. It has to take time, and sometimes it can be laborious. So we decide say instead of we send that matter in a court, we get all of the accused persons them at the commission. We say we need a release now until you don't pay every dime of that money they will account them. So we get the huge money in full recover, and we impose also interest rate where them pay, including 10% or so interest rate where them pay in full as where the law provide.
Okay.
And then we ban them from holding public office. So we get that alternative. They look, we prosecutors then they advise we say this matter here. If we go to court, not to prosecute, they go prosecute, and prosecute. The accused person there as well, they can get the best of lawyers that they go represent them. And for every matter, the state they lost about 42 million or so leons in every matter of the charge in a court. The entire process of, the process where they expend for sending matters there in a court, the legal processes then. So we decide, say, instead of we send good money against bad money, we look. We get the option for recover, we ban you from holding public office or go to court, and courts now one of the means of making do with our cases them, but not to the most effective means, but I mean so we still can use for charge matters them. So those are really the options them, and we don't record over 90% conviction rate in the past years them in the matters them, but not always of course will they get conviction.
How public education important in the fight against corruption?
Yes, very important. In fact, public education now the bedrock of the work we do as a commission. We always keep the public up to speed with what we do, because then say enlightenment is very key. If the public don't understand, if people do not get knowledge about what they do, they don't understand what constitutes corruption. Waiting at the offenses, then we then self no go engage in act of corruption. They don't understand how for report to the commission. One way or the other go impede the work, because again, Arnold, we need the people them for provide support to we. We as a commission, we are only leading the charge, leading the fight against corruption, a national fight. So we need the people them for report corruption, because we cannot be everywhere at every time. We need them for understand. So then CSF get a role for play, for refuse, for engage or promote or support corrupt practices them.
So now we always they use them platforms there. We get very good relationship with the media. We own directly they relate to the people them. For use on our platforms them, for continue for enlightening, for continue for bring them messages there to the people them, for continue for stimulate them consciousness about issues around the fight against corruption, and as provided in Section 7 of the Anti-Corruption Act, and gets the people them along for support we in the fight. So a very critical and a very central in the work we do. In fact, it's a part of the preventive arm of fighting corruption. And prevention, like Whitman can say, is better than cure.
All right, well, now so we want for end this edition of the program Voices at 7 a.m. We don't come to you live now, Voices Online TV, Facebook page, and we YouTube channel. One for say plenty thank you to we two guests them. We online guests, we na Alhaji Muhammad Waise, and we guest na the studio we na Alex Ba, Assistant Public Relations Officer at the Anti-Corruption Commission. And then also this morning, they give you updates about the report after they don't do investigation on the project coordinator and project manager for the free quality school education in Kailaun district for one hostels where they don't be in the district this being thing. One for say plenty thank you to the entire team, David Cabo, Mohamed Conte, Mohamed Denke, and Rafael Marawe don't be we operator them this morning. Now Alex Felix Elba produced the program. Me na Fatima Siseri say tata and get yourself a lovely Tuesday. And not forget, if you get any medical issue, now for go to them go see doctor, because according to them, then they go on strike starting tomorrow if government not see to them today. So go now and settle the medical issue. At the same time, we dey pray say government go get the strength for see to them today, do all necessary arrangements so that the strike no go hold water.
Don't forget for watch the program midday show at 1 where they come to you from 1 to 2, and at 9 for we news where they come to you live on Voices Online TV. Till we meet again for a fresh edition for Voices at 7. My name is Arnold Felix Elba. This is Tata.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub. Welcome to Voices Online TV News, but first the main points them inside the news. The Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association don't say if governments not meet them demand before 21-day ultimatum where they end Tuesday midnight, then go do national sit-down strike. And some people them na Freetown don't plead to the electricity distribution supply, EDSA, for give them constant electricity. That's now be the main points them now for the full news with me, Isabella Stanley. The Bank of Salone don't say they don't make boku coin them we go serve the public. Inside one press release where the bank be pulled October 2024. The bank say then get sufficient coin them we go service the economy. The bank say the coin them where they make now 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents and 50 cents. The bank advise people them for go check now them bank them forget the coin them. Despite this, people them where they do business say the coin them not useful to them. As people not agree for take the coin them. Then say most them where they want for give change to people them. Then they refuse for take the coin them. Now they earn.
Well, right now the new loans right now enough value. So we the citizens because of one from where the government enforces new loan, people will not take and value again because if you go buy something at shop or either marketplace, the new loan they get has changed. But if you don't take that money there, you don't go back like you owe, you want return back for go buy items in that same shop there or a marketplace, they know the older new loan. And right now, as I talk now, the money then I'm and whether the new loan, I get some boku when I then cash there where the government the new loans cash with them pull out for people.
I mean simple man. Yeah, the kilo is going we can you lay. Then the whole way they can buy it to you sell the ola. But time go on now, what they buy to the cash, what they cannot give them change, you give ola again.
Then people are call on government for take serious action against the one them where they refuse for take the coin them. And Magistrate Santigi Bangura na the Pademba Road Court number 2 don't give 200,000 unions bill to one Emmanuel George for where he be tried for fraud, one Mohammed Kamara for say he go make he go America. Aisha Kagbu gets more and go now report.
47-year-old Emmanuel George don't now before Magistrate Santigi Bangura na the Pademba Road Court number 2 for where police alert say he commits crime the way they against the law them na Salone. Emmanuel George Johnson now before the court for answer to 4 count charge them. When a conspiracy contrary to law, obtaining money by false pretense, fraudulent conversion, and unlawful possession. According to the particulars of offense 9 August 2024, East Station na Western area inside Freetown, Emmanuel George been planned together with other people then for take money na Mohammed Kamara and when a $8,500 where the lie para say they go make it travel go America. Country say inside the same date and place, the accused person Emmanuel George be take 9 passports them for Mohammed Kamara and where the total cost for all na 21,600 euros. Same way so, count 4 talk say the same day then suspect the accused person as he take 21 Sierra Leone passport book them. Where the court begin and explain the charge to the accused person. In plea, but Magistrate Santigi Bangura not be agreed to in plea. The prosecutor deputy superintendent of police, so he can't tell the court say he witnessed in a court, but he not done for talk with her mate, and he asked for short adjournment date. The defense counsel when AMY Kemokai Esquire asked for bail on behalf of the accused person, as he say na Sierra Leone and in get people them will go to for him as shorty. That will make Magistrate Santigi Bangura begin the accused person bail with a bail condition of 200,000 euros and 2 shorty will go approved by the Deputy Assistant Registrar and adjourn the matter to the 30th October this year. For Voices Online TV, Mina Aisha Kabo the report.
Some people na Freetown don't plead to the Electricity Distribution Supply Authority EDSA for they give them constant electricity, then say where the lights not stable, then they spoil bokup and the electricity property them, then go before for say they want the lights make it steady so that they go able make money we go sustain them and their family.
it's really stressful without light. Of course, we all know. Because I can buy so many things like chickens and sausage. You know, one thing we don't do, when the light they come and go, and all that thing and they fuel in our fridge. So including the water, all fuel because of the scent of the rain. Yeah, so well, really bad. And recently 2 weeks that is still the same back. Even if I get one plasma with the under, where light come, it go off. When it come, it go off. So during this, because of this, the plasma just fire, it well. Yeah, don the fridge self look this stabilizer, it pack them up. The fridge back are the same thing. Recently they make them. So all these still they take lights carry time, they really disturb it. And they make business back there they flow because if customer come, they say he want drink, he wants a cool one. Because now the sun. If customer come, he say wants water, he wants a cool one. But if they know they then go walk out, they go. And all this they disturb business. So me advice to the government, please we want for we make up this thing and let this thing let them fit in and let them work and well. Because we know go day we just like it's be like slave. Yeah, because all this waiting that we own priority is not to get on his back. So we want for talk to President Bio. You have to adjust that side well, the light side. At least they will say they happy they do the business well.
The light scheme business, the light scheme on our way, light the go take breaker. See, what they say what time about the so when I wear the cold line possible come by. See, they say pass through walk around back for go buy slow for computer. Lights this the way you go money inside the car and they really affect me. I want the government put more effort on the light business. See, because most of we now this that they get. See, and then they get for giving lunch for go school and then we some all the cook so I don't keep freezer we put we glass they will keep use for 2-3 days. See, so all the government help with that side. May get stagnant light because lights go come and they like with television so plasma don't spoil. We like say go wait say come. See they spoil some of the electric thing in our house. Then for iron back with small one and their uniform na monitor. Pass security ramp ones for go school. Pass we lights kick we can rush now for iron because we see they take them back just now. So the government puts more effort, our government help with the side lights because they get. Now we in their cold, now impossible can buy because some bad way can church setting to one go. You need to buy go that side.
I don't know if my area, but mainly church leaders think to start this show. The light business is very poor. Now like 15 over 100. Okay. Constituency very profitable. And that even makes sense. Since now in business really, I'm not one delay my customer, I'm not one disappoint my customer. I make I get backup generator when I two. And at present, like oh I feel like just the car. But my generator has speed for you right now. Okay. The constituency beaucoup they affect me because like the generator they were I just buy fuel. So all the attempt to take the lights and morning. It's like the light they get for the people when they sleep. At times you can have money with these lights as business people. So they take lights and morning. Yes, and 5-6 o'clock they be like that. So the constituency in beaucoup. Okay. If not with the help of this generator we never mind the cost, but once I will please my customer, I will go on the generator for learning business. And him not well. But let them improve in the electricity factor. Let them improve in it because not for free they give to me. We buy it up. If not me, like when I'm a businessman too, if I get ETSA, I make sure say I give like if I give like past zero now I give like because I want more money. Because I buy the more I buy it up, the more they get more money. You don't see, so like not for free. So if anything they will them for do, the way they will get this light they are stable, they will find. For we really come come up as startup business people.
We continue to get time, regular time, because if we not get time as a youth, we stream for work, survive a bit of family, they suffer a lot. Then we some parents again are also really busy, they survive on them, have drinks and like ginger beer, all that thing as well, water. So like if lights not constant, you disturb with surviving. At the current present right now, how the situation not easy, you understand? Then there are domestic things that we use, there are food aspects, all sector like that. So please to the government, let me increase the light facility for we.
Some of them say the light's not constant at the area as this they make life difficult for them. Then say they want government for focus on the electricity. The Sierra Leone Medical Dental Association don't say if government not meets them demand for give them waiting they want before Tuesday midnight. Then go do national sit-down strike. Women say they no go work at all. Dr. Freddy Kuka, when the president for the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, say they no want for strike as they hope for make government look inside in case.
So I don't want to go on strike, as I have said before. I know the implications. So I'm still hoping that between now and the end of tomorrow, 12 midnight, by some stroke of luck or magic, this issue will be resolved. But in the event it is not resolved, I can assure you and everyone present here that I will go by what the membership has agreed, which is to commence a sit-down strike on Wednesday, the 23rd of October, 2024, indefinitely.
Dr. Kuka say, for May this year start, they no receive no fuel from the government.
Now, we were in July of this year, and we are yet to receive any fuel for this year, contrary to agreements provided for in the MOU that we should be receiving the fuel every 3 months. So which means the first quarter elapsed, no fuel. Second quarter elapsed, no fuel. So in fact, around the end of the first quarter, I approached the Minister of Health, and raised concern about, the lack of providing the first allocation for this year. And I was told that I should not worry, they are planning to combine both the first and second quarter and give it to us at the end of June, which sounded nice to my ears. I said, okay, I took it in good faith and we waited. End of June, no fuel.
Dr. Samba Jallo, the Vice President for the Sierra Leone Medical Dental Association, talk about how the doctor them not happy, they're not able for do their work.
If our mental health is not okay, when you talk about health, it's not just only the physical appearance. It has to do with the economical status of the doctor. If you as a doctor, you are not economically there. If you as a doctor, you are not economically there, you will not be able to do certain things. And at the end of the day, we are charged with the responsibility to certain key decisions in life.
All this then be talking Siren press conference for give updates to the public, but how them plan the national strike where they want for all. For down the news, the main points them back. The Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association don't say if government no meets them demand before the 21-day ultimatum where they end Tuesday midnight, then go do national sit-down strike. And some people na Freetown don't plead to the Electricity Distribution Supply Authority, EDSA, for give them constant electricity. That's now be the news from Voices Online TV. It's me, Isabella Stanley.